Did you not just hear me speak about a lot of my exes about how they're great guys? They're wonderful guys. There are women
So
that talk about their exes
So that
that
means
way.
you ain't
Yes.
so are
shit.
you saying you fucked that up?
No.
Facts. Facts. If all your exes were, if you had some exes who were good guys, that means you ain't shit. That's what it means. Because who doesn't want a good guy? Let me guess. They didn't have good money, so that means they're not good guys to you.
Uh, Sometimes it does not have to be one or the other was wrong. Sometimes people mutually agree that this is just not for the both of us. And then too, there could be wrong on both ends, and you all just mutually agree that you can't get back to a good spot. And that's okay. Like my
Mm.
ex-husband, great man, wonderful man, not for me. Not for me. He just wasn't for me.
That don't have the ring.
So now, what type of man do you want? Actually, there's a smart man one time said that most women have met the men who were supposed to be their husbands and passed over them. That most women have met men who were supposed to marry them and they passed over them. So a woman is bragging that she had a good man, a good husband, and she divorced him. So how is God supposed to give you another man? Like seriously.
Ring of truth
What?
to it. Great man
That
will
wasn't
walk
for
away
me.
from
He's
great man.
very, no, we
But you
grew
married.
apart. He is extremely religious. I am not.
So that means you's a heathen.
Oh, that was a mistake off the rip.
Not at
That was a
all.
mistake off the
Wait,
rip.
No,
why
yeah.
would you
When
marry?
you say that he's like extremely
Well,
Oh
religious,
my gosh.
no.
Who
No,
raised
no, no,
you?
no. I'm just not extremely religious. I feel uncomfortable in church. I don't like it.
why?
Why?
That does not mean that I am not, I was raised
Thought
in
you
the
was gonna catch
church.
fire in there
Why
then.
don't you like it?
So he was
It makes
leading
me
you into,
uncomfortable
but
Why
he
does it
was
make you
leading you.
uncomfortable? That's not
Because
because
she felt conviction in her wrongdoing.
no, it's
Her
oppressive.
skin was gonna start bubbling.
It was
It's
oppressive.
To go to the
oppressive.
church.
Do you all know how oppressive it is to women? Do you know how oppressive church is and how weird it is to women?
But
I
Ephesians
don't
talks
agree with
about
it.
both
I don't
men and
like it.
women.
It's not for me.
But Ephesians, Jesus Christ
Hold on,
calls
they
both
didn't tell you
to
that Jesus
submit
was
to
gonna
one
work it out.
another.
I didn't say nothing about Jesus. I said church.
Church.
I didn't say nothing about
And
church.
so he was very church.
I ain't said nothing about Jesus. I
Oh,
You
said
hold on.
church.
Oh,
You see what I'm
I
saying?
know what it. I
I
know what
don't
it
do
is.
organized
I
religion.
get it. I get
He
you. Now
does.
you said you felt
got it.
uncomfortable in church.
In
What was you
church.
wearing? What was you wearing in church?
What? I wear what everybody else wore. What do you mean?
Lemon stuff and titties,
Oh
baby.
no. The way
Don't.
you dress right now. The way you dress right now.
I'm in my home.
No, I know what you was wearing.
I'm definitely gonna hold the ex-husband accountable here. I know she's bragging, oh, I divorced a good man, he was a great man, I divorced him, we're not meant for each other. And trust me, she's gonna say, now I want God to send me another good man. Like as if God is just gonna hand out good men to ungrateful women. But for me, the reason I'm saying I'm gonna hold the ex-husband accountable, look at the tattoos right here. I always tell you guys, tattoos are red flags. The man married a woman with these tattoos, chest tattoos, and you think she wasn't gonna divorce you? This is a red flag. This is trauma right here.
You've seen me at work. I wear clothes. Don't do that.
Don't
What's
do
your
that.
Instagram?
The same thing as this.
Oh, let
With
me
a
get on
space.
here.
How you put a space in it?
Uh-huh.
Uh
No,
oh.
no, no. On Instagram, it's an underscore. I know
Got it.
it's a period in between. But no, it didn't have anything to do with how I was dressed. I felt very uncomfortable in church as a child, as a
Oh,
small
damn.
child. I
Let
didn't
me let
like
me
it.
bag up. They gonna hit me with the child.
Even
Let me bag up.
anybody ever try an exorcism?
Who says giving Damon vibes?
Oh,
No,
uh,
I
I'm
just
that looks like a goddess in the background. It's not like you're against
that's
spirituality.
me. That's me.
Oh, that's you.
That's me. I commissioned a art piece for my 40th, but
Oh wow.
no, it's Since I was a child, it was just something very uncomfortable about the way they spoke about just things in general. So I didn't grow up. I grew up in the church, but I've never been one to be like, gotta go to church Sunday. I don't want to do that. I have my own special relationship. He was extremely devoted to church. I tried, don't get me wrong, I tried. I couldn't do it.
And you left.
He's a great man. We didn't hold the same values in
You thought it
certain
was
things.
green on the other side?
Well,
Guys, I have a question. So, for example, this woman, right? If a woman claims she had a great man and she divorced a great man, can she ask God to give her another great man, or should she have the the right to ask for another great man? Because if this was a man who said, I had a great woman, I had a great wife, and I divorced her, do you know what women would say? You don't deserve another woman. You wasted a good woman's time. That's why men are users. Men are no good. You hate women. How could you have a good woman and you divorce her? That's what women would say. So in her case, she claims she divorced a good man, a great man, actually, in her words. Does she deserve another great man? Is my question.
what values did you hold that he didn't hold?
I'm not.
Did you initiate the divorce?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Women like you die alone. Straight
It
up.
wasn't going. What the hell?
what?
Why would you say that?
Wait, who said that?
Jesus.
Oh my God. Who said that?
Yo, I who the hell said that, bro? Boy, y'all better make me log off.
Yeah.
I'm not even that disrespectful.
Hey,
That
Hold
promise
on.
that
hey,
was me. My
somebody
hands
leave
was
that
right here.
damn soundboard alone, man. Leave Bo alone.
Leave her alone.
Leave my homegirl Bo alone, man. Put the damn soundboard up. Go ahead, Bo.
However, I initiated it because he was not going to do it.
I'm gonna put my hands right here so y'all know
Wait,
that ain't me.
so wait, are you saying he left the relationship, but he just didn't do this paperwork, and so
Yeah.
you did the?
He just wasn't going to do it. I paid the money. I filed the paperwork. I did all of that because he wasn't going to do it.
Do men do that? Do men act like I want to end the relationship without actually breaking it? So we do the
Yes.
He didn't act. She wanted to leave him because he really believed in God. So now this woman is trying to spin it like as if he wanted to leave the relationship. She wanted to leave the relationship because he believed in God and she didn't.
Hell no.
That's what she happened.
How does that make any sense?
How does it? Hey, how are you? Hey, my name is Bo. Hey, how does that make any sense? It happens. Thank you. I appreciate you.
She's saying in her marriage, her husband wasn't behaving like a husband and was acting in ways to encourage her to get the divorce, so he wouldn't be responsible for the divorce. So she initiated, but he had already.
That's petty. You're saying we're
I'm
acting
trying to
like
understand.
we
yeah.
want to be there, but we won't out.
You guys are wearing the mask.
Absolutely.
Nah, men
That's what
generally
she's
don't do
saying.
that. That's cat.
I
No,
don't
no.
know about general. I'm just saying it happens.
Well,
She's lying.
I'm not playing percentages or
Yeah.
how
she's
many,
just-
but
she's just
yes,
talking
it
shit.
happens. Absolutely.
Men
You
do
can't
that
say
happen?
it doesn't happen.
Man,
How
you
does
was
it
playing- You was playing keep away with your
I mean,
heart.
think about it. That's the one only time in the world it happened. And it was a woman who was burning up in church. She had an extremely great man.
Playing keep away with her heart.
He was.
First of all, see, that's why I'm trying to tell y'all. It's the human relationships are far too complicated to be like who was wrong, who was right. We were both right. We were both wrong.
That don't even make
People,
logical sense though.
it does.
Well, that's the reason why I
People
asked you, like,
have
what were your values?
responsibility on both ends. And both people both people have a responsibility, have their own things that they contribute to the failure of a relationship. You cannot put it on one person. It
Yeah.
wasn't somebody cheated and somebody left. It wasn't somebody did something. It wasn't that.
Did you try to
Sometimes
fix
things
it?
are just too complicated.
She just doesn't want to take accountability, which she she kind of did, but she didn't. She claimed she divorced a good man, a great man, but now she's trying to say it was 50-50 wrong on both sides. So she's trying to walk back what she said initially, trying to make it like he did something wrong, which I can agree that he wasn't perfect. But from the way she said it, she sounded like she did 80% wrong in the relationship.
And you just have to be like, you know what? Let's just not.
Did you try to
Okay?
fix it?
Well, I mean, here's the
Yeah.
thing. So if somebody's listening to this and you're trying to get them to understand how complicated relationships would be, it's not clear. And so that's the reason why when you said that he valued the church, and so we wasn't aligned. But that's why I asked you
Oh,
what
it was
is
much,
it?
much more than that.
Okay, what is it that he didn't have that you had?
What he
Yeah.
didn't have that I had, or
Yeah,
what he
yeah,
didn't have
because you
that I wanted.
What?
okay, yeah. Just answer that question then. Like, what is it that he didn't have that you wanted? Because you said that you didn't want the church. So what was it that you did want?
Personally, I just didn't feel like it was much of uh a partnership. I didn't feel like
Oh,
he
Oh my God.
communicated with me.
Oh.
I didn't feel like
Story is the
you
I
same
want
didn't
to
shit.
feel
submiss.
Hold on, y'all. Let her finish.
I didn't feel like he was
Fear.
including me.
It's always the feelings. I didn't feel like he cared. I didn't feel like he loved me. I didn't feel like this. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sign for divorce and I'm gonna break up our family. Because I can guarantee you they probably had kids. You know what I'm gonna do? I didn't feel he cared, so I'm gonna become a single mom and get the kids away from him. I didn't feel like I didn't. It's always the feel. You break up a whole family. Get the cause. If they break up, she's gonna keep the kids. He's gonna have to go over there. Now the kids are gonna grow up without a dad in the house, because it's not the same thing. Just because he's gonna be involved, if he's not in the house, that's trauma building. She's making herself into a single mom, and then it affects the kids. So is the feelings.
In the relationship. Like he just did things, never consulted. Like we didn't talk. Even when it was time to buy a house, we didn't talk about it. I tried, but everything was so separated. Everything was separate. Decisions made were separate. He made
It
decisions
was
on his
you were the
own,
leader.
right? I made decisions on my own because that is what I was shown. You do stuff without consulting me. I'm finna go buy this car. Oh, you went and bought a car and didn't tell me? Well, I didn't know that that's what we did. You
Wait,
set the precedent that this is how it went,
I think
right?
I know what it
wait.
is.
So you would go buy a car without consulting your husband, or you couldn't? Or hold on, it would be
Hell
No,
no.
I did. It's my money.
why? But he's your
Oh
husband.
shit.
There it is. It's my money. But let me guess, when it comes to paying rent and buying food at home, does she buy her own food or does she expect him to buy the food for everyone in the house? When it comes to paying rent, does she pay her side of the rent or does she expect him to pay the rent for everyone, to pay the mortgage for everyone? When it comes to insurance, when it comes to the kids, does he pay his own share or does she expect him to pay for all the kids and everyone in the house? And that's the thing, the whole thing of my money is our money and my money is just my money. That's the whole thing. Women say that a man's money is her money and everyone's money, but her money is her money. That's what she just said. That she bought a new car because it's her money, which lets me know this is why men are tired of going 100% of the bills, because women work and keep their money, but they expect a man to work and pay for everyone's bills while they save their money and do whatever they want with their money.
But if he
Damn.
can make decisions without
Oh my
consulting
God.
me in a
My
Because he's
money?
your
relationship,
husband.
that's the precedent. You set the precedent.
You're telling us exactly
So
why
what decision would you say would equate to something of the magnitude of buying a car?
I mean, he bought a bunch of stuff without telling me.
he bought some
He
head.
She's
bought
gonna
a new
lie.
vehicle without telling me.
Did you ride it?
No,
You
that
can't
was
drive a
his
new vehicle.
vehicle. That was his.
She
Oh.
said that. Oh, that's not right. That's not right though.
I know why he
If
did.
She's
you
lying.
can make decisions on your own, you are setting the precedent. I am going to do this as well.
Oh.
This
Was
my
it one
money.
pot?
You didn't
Was it
give me
one
nothing
pot,
for
or did
this.
y'all have separate accounts?
Separate. Everything was separate. I'm
Oh,
telling you,
no.
it never
Whose idea
felt
was
like
that?
we
Y'all were
were
roommates.
together.
Yeah,
You see what
that's
I'm
what it sounds
saying?
like. Yes.
Mind you, this is her side of the story, right? She's not, because the guy is not here to tell us his side of the story. I think that's why this guy, everyone on the panel is missing that part. Everything, the way she's tell the story, she's gonna tell the story in the way that makes her look like the victim, in the way that paints him to be the bad guy. But anyone with brains can see he's not here to defend himself. So when she tells the story, she's gonna tell it in a way that it makes her look like she was in such a bad marriage with such a bad guy, even if she just said he was a great guy. So guys, catch on.
It never felt like we were actually together,
Yeah.
Even from the
doing
No.
things
beginning?
together
Even
from
even
the
from the
beginning.
Why did you marry him
Together.
then?
Yeah, that's a question.
No. Here's the thing. No. In the beginning, we didn't do anything together before we got married because we didn't live together. We didn't even, but we didn't do anything together before we got married. We moved, the first time we moved in and did anything was when we got married. So that is when I started approaching the conversation. Actually, I approached the conversation about joint bank accounts. He agreed that he wanted that, right? But in the marriage, I approached that same conversation. Hey, we need to look into all of this. I need to know about life insurance. I need to know about bank accounts. We need to get this paperwork together.
Mm.
And it was just skating past it every single time. You see?
So why didn't you have the conversations prior to marriage? Because clearly you are not taught how to be a wife, if we're going to be honest. And most people do this these days anyway. They want the marriage, but they want to be taught to be a wife, and men were not taught to be husbands. So it sounds to me like she wanted to control him, because I have to advocate for the guy, because he's not here to tell his side of the story. She's telling her side of the story. So as a man, I have to defend the guy from his point of view, because he's not here to defend himself. Because to me, she sounds controlling. She's not telling the whole story, but she sounds like she's controlling and very tough to talk to. Because most men would be willing to talk to their wives about issues like that. But it sounds like she was trying to control every aspect of the relationship. So he just like, I'm not going to even talk to you about that.
See what I'm saying? It never felt like I did all of this beforehand. I checked on the process of buying a house. We talked about kids. I addressed all of this. Don't get me wrong. In the relationship, while I'm in the marriage, I'm moving as if we have already talked about this. I am trying to get things together. Never just, huh?
Wait, let me ask you a question.
Did you trust that he would do it without you?
Hold,
Oh,
hold
sorry.
on, and before y'all got married, you discussed a lot of this stuff with him, right?
Yes.
So okay. It actually does make sense why because she did just say she married a man of the church. And if he really truly is a man of the church, he was operating as a leader of his household and as the head of his household. And typically those men do feel like, hey, yeah, you're supposed to consult me as your leader, but he makes his moves however he's gonna make his moves without you. Fair enough. That's how a man of that ilk would operate.
Yeah, right.
I do have a question though. Did you already have conversations about what you wanted prior to y'all getting married, to where he actually already had an understanding of what house to get, what car insurance he needed, what stuff that he needed to get after the fact, where he didn't even have to come to you because, hey, look,
No.
babe, house. Or y'all never had that kind of conversation?
Not like that. Not that he could just go and do it. No, not at all.
Oh wow.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so again, to me, because the guy is not here to defend himself, it just sounds like she was trying to control him or to change him. Because during the relationship, you can see at least a glimpse of what type of woman or man you are with. And that's why I'm saying, even for the guy, I'm going to hold him accountable. Because why would you go on to get married to a woman you know is not religious like you, has tattoos all over her chest? Because we know women with tattoos on their chest, they're going to have to dress in a way that reveals the tattoos on their chest. So those are already red flags. And then why would you get married to a woman who's going to want to control you all over the place? So that's on the guy. I'm gonna have to blame him. At the end of the day, I know she's not gonna tell the whole story. She's gonna paint it in a way that he was not a good man, even if she claimed he was a good man. But she's gonna try to paint it in a way that makes her look like she's a victim as well. But anyway, that's the thing for you these days, man. Women are celebrating living good men and complaining because they didn't feel loved, they didn't feel heard, so they file for divorce. And when men see this, they're like, I ain't getting married no time soon, because if they're just leaving because they feel some kind of way, I'm not doing that. So anyway, shout out to Lapif, link down below if you guys want to finish the video.